fast. The Lord had fast, meaning that the Lord maybe had little to nothing to eat, especially when the sun was, till the sun was down or whatnot. She had little or nothing to eat. Now, if you understand that while the sun is up, you're actually eating. So to know that the 40 days and the 40 nights that the Lord was fasting, the Lord had already knew that the Lord was receiving throughout the day the energy from the sun. Okay? The energy from the Orishas, spirit, right? So at night was a time when what? No food, not that energy, that light, right? And so that fasting. And so to know that in the GBF University, we also have another channel where we have been 10 years in this vegan journey. All right. And with that, we have been already 30 days into a dietary and disciplinary, process here, because we're going 90 days. And so we are already on our 30th day and we are doing great, right? All right. So everybody knowing that you have to continue to put the fluid in you. The fluid is everything. The fluid is what makes you shine because it is light, right? And so if you have no water in you, then you have no light. See? And so your skin and everything, is dim. You feel me? It ain't glowing. It ain't glowing like that sun out there, like mama, like your mother, just glowing, shining, right? So making sure that we keep our bodies filled with fluid, making sure that our power hydration is high, making sure that we continue an alkaline diet, making sure that we're breaking our fast at 9 o'clock, making sure that our last meal is around 12 to 3, all right? A little snack here and there, and we just balance it out. Because right now, I still have my little walnuts right here, right? And they just there for the taking, right? I ain't even thinking about them, but they there, right? And so fasting, knowing how to go without, see, that's what shows strength. That's what shows discipline, determination, dedication, knowing that you can go without, knowing that you can do away with a vice, all right? Knowing that you could do away with a vice. Why did my tab just crash over here? That's amazing. Knowing that you could do away with a vice. And so if you can do away with something, then you have all the discipline in the world. That's strength. And to show that strength every day throughout your life, And so you can reward yourself here and there. So I say that to the university. Don't be so hard on yourself. Shout out to everybody that's tuned in to the Vegan Cooking 170. Shout out to my son. Shout out to Jacob, Philip Lawrence, Atkinson Jr. All right, so as we continue on, we had a little interruption over here, so we have to continue on. So we went through the days of Lent. Lent representing dry, like if you had no money, like if your pockets were filled with lint, right? And so to know that your pockets is filled with lint, right? You're dry, you have no money, you have no food. And that is the same scenario that the Lord was going through for those 40 days, just going without. And what I want to describe as to know that the Lord was on the run. Know that the Lord was on the run. Know that. For someone to be in the wilderness, for that many days, just know that one was on the run, one was on a journey, trying to get away, get from one place to another place, right? And so we know that the Lord was on the run for those 40 days. And so that was observed, all right? Now we also must note that those 40 days was taken around let's just say we start March, and so around April 10th, Palm Sunday, right? And so that's when they actually seen the Lord come back into town. All right. So let's discuss some more of the Passover, right? Which we describe. Number one, knowing that the Gregorian calendar, it was making sure that it made its little changes so that Easter, that they could celebrate Easter, or that they can acknowledge that sun at that time. So they made sure that they changed that calendar. All right. Now, Easter has another word. Easter has another word, and that word is Pascha. Pascha is Pascha. And if you had checked out any of the other lives, then hopefully you already looked at that word already to understand what that word Pascha means. All right. So it's represented as Easter, a dish, a meal, bread, right? In Cologne, Germany. But it's also what you would call as a brothel. And so what we want to point out here, to know that the sun in Easter, the whole symbolicness and the celebration of the death and the resurrection of the Lord Jesus Christ, which is the Ma'at, the beautiful black deity, the beautiful black and divine deity. And to know that the crucifixion, right, the slaughtering, right, the breaking of the bread, the drinking of the blood, right, the breaking of the body, the drinking of her blood, and through history, for it to continuously be repeated, not just on the Lord, but on every woman, okay? So the story of the Lord is being repetitive. We just have to really see it. We have to really acknowledge it for what it is. So when they set up these brothels in light of our ancient ancestor, right? Esther, Isis, a star. And they make it global, you know? They make it global in Germany. You know, the Easter, the Playboy bunnies. And so, you know, the Playboy bunnies is the call girls, the prostitutes. All right, let's see how this worked this time. Peace and peace, 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 peace and love. Trying to make sure that I can get logged back in over here because it actually had tapped out on us. And I don't think it's gonna let us do what it do. It's probably just based on the topic, but it's all right. See, I was gonna use that one for that. Y'all don't mind, y'all give me 1 second real quick before I get too into the build. And so we could do them like that. Since they wanted to do us like that. Excuse me on the YouTube as well. Trying to make sure that everyone gets the bill all at once, so I don't have to keep chopping it up and stopping it or beginning here. I haven't really started, so I was just going over the actual bills that we was already having. Need I say, shout out to the whole university. Shout out to the whole universe. I know y'all out there lit. I know y'all turned. I know y'all glowing, shining, vibrating. Peace and love to y'all. Shine bright. All right, so we can move you over here. Should go to the desk for you. And yeah, we can move you up over here. All right, but let's see what they do. Hopefully we can get in there. If you out there, go ahead and take your time. Give me a little time. Let me get this situated. Roll up, roll you something up, get you something to drink. Get comfortable. Probably take about half hour, 30 minutes to an hour of your time. Once again, appreciate your patience, your time, your patience, your attention, your energy. Peace and love to you. Great day, great day. So we are going to go over, once again, a little bit of the Passover. We want to break down the word Passover, which is also Pascha, which Pascha is also Easter. Easter is Pascha, all right? Pascha, Paschal, also another feminine name, all right? Easter, Esther, which is Egyptology. Esther is a goddess. A star is a goddess, all right? And the goddess Ast, A-S-T, all right?